Hello, everyone. This is Amy from Seriously Sweet Cupcakes and Cookie Snack Attack. How are we all doing today? I am sending a text right now and letting everyone know we're live, and I'm sharing this to all of the pages that we need to share it to. Thank you guys for jumping on with me today. We're going coastal, so I hope everyone's going to enjoy this. We're going to do tonight at 7 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do 3 very simple, fast designs that you can add into your more complicated designs, should you choose to. But these can be great fillers for you, okay? Now I'm just checking because that text just bounced back to me. So let me send it. If you get to, I apologize, but I just think it's better to send it twice. And I am an hour early because we have an appointment this afternoon. And the second text says live now, all the normal places. So if you get that one, you're good to go. Just jump on any of the live streams. And I set it up to alert in like 8 different groups in previous classes today. So I'm just waiting to see if the second one goes. I don't know. Okay, now I got that second one, but I didn't get the first one. Has anybody that's on live with me right now received either of the text messages that were live? Anybody? Hey, Debbie, how are you? Hi, Pamela. How are you doing today? Okay, so I don't have either text, but I've now sent 2. I don't know how many. Has anybody gotten their text alert? You got a second one. Okay, so maybe it's just... All right, hold on. Did you get both of them, Debbie? I still don't have any, but I'm having... And Pamela, you got both. Okay, so maybe it's just my phone. I'm having tons of trouble with my phone service in Florida. Okay, well, good. Hello, hello. Let me put a few comments up. Hello, Miss Debbie. How are you? I hope all is well today. Hi. Hello, Miss Pamela. How are you? Hello, Facebook user. I'm not sure who that is. Type your name in, okay? Say hello. Hi, Marilyn. How are you doing today? I'm not sure if everybody will be prepared for me to be on at 11, but I didn't want to miss. Hey, Sally. How are you, sweet Sally in Florida? I didn't want to miss another Tuesday. Hey, Mary Jane, how are you? Hi, Charlotte. Thank you, ladies, for jumping on. I know it's an hour earlier than normal, but I just wanted to go over what we're going to do tonight. So if you want to work alongside of me, you can. Let me just take this bottom part off. Don't forget, I wanted to mention this really quickly. The pirate class, the intermediate pirate class, is going to be this Saturday starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live in the Facebook group. As soon as class ends, after we've finished our 6 designs, we'll be jumping over to a Zoom to go over any questions and just visit for a while. That Zoom will not be recorded, so you have to be present during the Zoom to participate in the Zoom. Okay, we don't record those for people's privacy. So let me go ahead and take that off, but you can still purchase the class and you have plenty of time to get everything ready. I think it's only Tuesday. Class is not till Saturday. All the prep videos, recipes, everything's already in the group. The only thing we have left to do is actual class. So make sure you go through your prep videos, post any questions. If someone in the group gets to you before me, I appreciate the help. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to you quickly though. We've just got a few things that we need to take care of today. So let's take this off so you can see better. That's just to remind you, seriouslysweetcupcakes.com is where you need to go for the pirate class to be purchased, okay? And remember, the price on the pirate class goes up once class starts, and we won't be admitting anybody to the group the day of class because we don't want to slow down the class. But I thought while I was here in Florida with my mom, we would do something fun, something coastal, because the colors here just always really inspire me. So I pulled some cutters and brought them with me that were coastal. We've actually done these cutters before. We're going to do them differently because we did them in an intermediate to advanced level when we did them last time. So this time we're going to do them as just super easy, simple designs, really pretty, a nice use of coloring, add a few fondant accents, which you could do in fondant or fondant modeling chocolate blends, or just straight modeling chocolate, depending on where you are. Hey, Nadine, I know it's early where you are. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Miss Priscilla. How are you? Deborah, this is my favorite mermaid cutter. I love it. It's my fave. I'm glad you like it too. So I thought we do still have 2 things left to do in our spring cutter series. We have the snail and the gnome fairy birdhouse. We'll get to those just as soon as I get back home. But I thought while we were here, we'd take advantage of the inspiration of the colors and the beach and all of those sort of things. And we would do something coastal. Hey, Barbara, how are you? How are you doing? Heather, how are you? Heather, I saw something, I hope. Oh, my text alert just now came, you guys. We've been in this 6 minutes and mine just came. That's how bad my cell phone service is here. Let's see. Ladine. Oh, I haven't been watching since I've been here. But you let me know what happens. So, Heather, I saw you posted something recently. I can't remember what page was on. I hope my comment came through to you because I'm having trouble with my phone, but that was a gorgeous piece of artwork. I hope you saw the comment. It was just beautiful. Hello, Sally. How are you doing? Loved your quilted cookies today on the blog. Beautiful. You know, it's really not fair to say that because I love your cookies all the time. They're always gorgeous, but those cookies. Oh, I just got my second text alert just now, and we're 7 minutes in. So maybe a few more people will join us. I love all the cookies that you make, Sally, but I'm particularly attracted to quilts because my grandmother hand-stitched quilts, and I have several of those antique quilts. She's passed away a very long time ago, but she was an outstanding quilt maker, and so I'm always attracted to quilts. Love them. And that cookie was just beautiful, that whole design. Yes, I'm feeling much better. I'm trying to stay inside because there's something out in the air down here that has not liked me since I arrived. So other than a couple of drives to film quick snippets on the edge of the beach, I actually haven't been in the water or in the sand. So I have filmed some snippets because there's 3 locations I'm considering for a future cookie retreat. So I needed to have some snippets to show the original Unplugged group. So we can talk about that when I get home too. So I needed to grab that video for you guys. Yeah, you just got yours too. And you just got yours. Yes, let's see. Doing the happy dance. You should be doing the happy dance. They were beautiful. Really beautiful cookies. Now, guys, please don't get locked in on doing these 3 specific cookies if you don't have these cutters, okay? Just grab something you can work with tonight. You could do the shell on a round cookie, right? You just have to hand sketch your shell. You could do a mermaid cutter on another cutter, what we're going to do anyway, what I'm going to show you tonight. And then the jellyfish, you can make that on any cookie too. So if you have a whole bunch of like rectangles or squares or circles, anything like that, a hexagon, unless it's a really big hexagon, is probably too small, but you can make this general outline on any cookie. So if you don't have these cutters, you can still participate. Just take a look at how we're going to use this combination of colors to do some really fast cookies that could be filler cookies in your sets. They still look extremely attractive, but they're not going to take nearly as much time as, say, the cookies we made last year when these were in our class boxes. Okay, so let me slide this up just a little bit, okay, because I want to show you some colors. You'll need at least 3 colors tonight for this design to work. I have some other colors made up because I've been working on some other videos. So this is my coastal collection. This is just basic white coming out. Yes, it did, Nadine. Let me post that so people know. Yes, it absolutely came in one of the boxes last year, but we're going to do it completely different. And we're going to do it simpler where it can be done faster. So it'll be an attractive filler cookie. Hi, Angie. Aloha. How are you? You're up really early, right? It's very early where you are. So this is basic white royal icing, just right out of being made. This is ivory, and it's just a Hobby Lobby ivory, nothing fancy. It's come in several of our kits. This is, let me tell you exactly which brown this is, because I really like this. Browns are tricky, as you guys know. Brown is not always brown, and all browns are not created equal. So this brown actually came out of the Pirate kit. And it is called, let me tell you the exact one, because it's great for beach colors. So ivory, where is it? It's interesting. Oh, sorry. It's right here. I left it out so I could show you. This is the chocolate brown. So you can go much darker with it, but this is the color we want because we're going after that beach sand look. Okay. So that's what we're working with. And this is just, is that this one? I think it is. Hold on. I just want to make sure that I'm showing you the right thing. So this is just a Wilton Teal, and I did it in 2 shades. You can use, you just need three contrasting colors. So ivory, chocolate brown done in a light shade, and a light teal. That's probably what I'm going to use tonight. But I have these other colors here. So I just wanted to show you that if you have anything going, just 3 colors, something teal, something sandy color, and something ivory. Ivory, to me, when you put these colors together, the ivory, the chocolate brown, and the teal look a little nicer, but I also kind of like this white sandy and the sandy brown and the teal. I kind of like that too. But I think tone-wise, this appeals to me more. So this is probably what I'm going to work with tonight, but you can see it will work. And if you prefer a darker teal, you can see that's going to work too. It's just going to give you a darker tone on your cookie. Do you see the difference of like that set versus doing this dark set? Do you see how much it changes it? Just that couple of shades. So you guys decide which 3 colors, but something in this color family. Okay. So like an ivory, a light chocolate brown, and then a teal, whichever shade of teal. And I'll try to stick to just the 3 colors tonight. That will be my plan. We'll see if we stay on track. I don't know how long the video tonight is going to be, because we're going to do 3 cookies, but we're going to do them simple and fast. But I'm going to wait and do the fondant prep work tonight, the fondant pieces with you, because we're just going to do those in white fondant. And these were just some molds that I grabbed right before I left the house to head to Florida. You don't need all these molds. I don't even know which ones I'm going to use yet. In my mind, I have an idea of what we're going to do tonight, but I just want to show you several different molds. If you have them, you can pull these out to use. This is a Wilton mold. It's out right now. It's actually in Michael's because I saw it last week. I don't know if we're going to play with this wave or another wave I'm about to show you, but it's got a lot of interesting things on it that you could easily make little add-on embellishment pieces to go with your cookies. And then I found this, I think, at Hobby Lobby. It's a cake lace mat. So if I have any extra white cake lace with me, I might do a demo tonight on how to make the cake lace for this, because it should dry up fast enough that by the time we circle back, we could still use it on the cookie. Or you could attempt to do fondant if you want to fully cover your cookie in fondant, but I won't be covering my cookie in fondant tonight, just so you know. We're not going to do any sculpting. We're going to do 3 royal icings and some wet on wet techniques, and then add embellishments. So I have this. I picked it up while I was at Hobby Lobby. It's one of the ones I don't have. So I picked it up, and we may or may not use it. These are just things I have with me. Hey, Sandy, how are you today? It's good to see you. Hi. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for coming today. We're a little bit early, but I have an appointment this afternoon that we need to take care of. So I didn't want to risk missing my time. So I'm jumping on while my mom's napping. I hope she's napping. I'm hoping I'm not too loud. This is a Seashell Mold. I really love it. It's got a lot of detail to it. This is from Michael's, in that section that I showed you guys at the beginning of the year, where they brought back in all those molds. So this is a beautiful one. I don't know. I think in my mind, I think I'm leaning more towards using this just because of the level of detail. And I just want to show you how to do simple accents on cookies that you can prepare ahead of time so that it'll go faster for you. So these cookies can be, they can be, what I'm planning to show you tonight is that the base part of these cookies can be done. It can set up, you can freeze these cookies. You can have that done. Then on the side, you can make the fondant bits and embellishments once you land on a design for the 3 cookies we're going to look at tonight. Okay. You can have the fondant or modeling chocolate bits made and in an airtight container. Those can be done. And then when it's time to put these in as filler cookies for your dozens or 2 dozen or 3 dozen, whatever sets, however you do your minimums. All you need to do is actually take some royal icing and attach your embellishment to your cookie. So I'm going to show you some stuff like that today. Okay. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing today? I hope you are well. No, Sandy, you're better today. Retested, you're positive. I'm so sorry. Are you feeling any better? I hope you're bouncing back quick. Let's see. Let me see what Nadine's asking. Don't they have the net mold, but I have net stencil. Yeah, you could airbrush or scrape, but you won't be able to do it tonight because your icing will be wet. But definitely, you could do either of those things, Nadine. And you could do that fast. You wouldn't want to do airbrushing before you freeze the cookies because when they're thawing, it could bring condensation and that would cause it to run on your cookie. You could do scraping before you freeze it if you want to have the cookie totally finished. You could do that. All right. And then this is a new mold I purchased while I was here when I went to Michael's. And I really like the seashell. It's really, for doing fondant around a cake. It's got the wave and the seashell. I don't know that I'm going to use this on the cookies tonight, but if the video doesn't run too long, I wanted to play with this either in a separate video or in tonight's video to show you kind of how to use this and how to blend a couple of shades of fondant, like maybe an ivory fondant, a white fondant, and a teal fondant, a light teal, to make the base part of your wave and use this as your jump off point to then sculpt a wave. So I thought we might play with that if we have time. If not, it may be something I get to tomorrow before I pack up. But if you have any of these kind of things, coastal things, that would be good accent pieces, go ahead and pull those molds out and just some white fondant. And then whatever food safe gel that you use to color, to create your 3 icing colors, just keep those out, and a pair of gloves if you have them handy, because we'll be dyeing a little bit of fondant tonight. We're going to dye at least a couple of small bits of fondant, and I'll try to do it during the video because I feel like I haven't shown it in a video in a while. So I want to show you tonight at least taking it to ivory or maybe taking it to teal. But these are just the things I have handy. You don't have to have these specific things for the project to work tonight. I'm just going to lay these here. So if you want to get a quick screenshot, I basically picked out some coastal mats as I was leaving the house in Virginia last week. So I brought some coastal mats with me. I added 2 new to my collection. This one's from Hobby Lobby and this one is from Michael's. The other 2 I brought with me. And then these are cutters that we used in a box last year. Oh, the wave, Nadine. Yeah, the wave, the way I'm going to show you to do it, you could absolutely use it on a pirate ship for sure. Oh, Sandy, you're feeling better. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I just worry about everybody that's coming down with this still, but the numbers say it's 6% higher this year right now across the country than it was at this time last year. What does that say? Oh, it's not brown sugar. Let's talk about that real quick too. So I just had this cool container and wanted to take a nice photograph. So let's talk about what this is, because there's many, many ways you can do it. So in the northeastern part of the United States, the beaches that I've been to there, and obviously I've not been to 100% of the beaches, so I can only speak to the ones I've been to in the area of Delaware and Ocean City, and then Virginia Beach. It's a darker sand. So brown sugar is really the go-to in the larger bakeries when they're creating big cakes and stuff and they need sand because it looks like their sand, right? The goal is to always kind of mimic the area that you're making cookies for so that it looks more realistic to them. And when they look at the cookie, it's got to read beach cookie, right? So then you come down the coast a little bit more, and I spent time in North Carolina and South Carolina and a couple Georgia beaches. The sand gets a little lighter, but it's still dark. So regular graham crackers make great sand for those beaches because it's a little lighter. So brown sugar, right? Like the dark brown sugar, and then moving down the scale to light brown sugar, and then moving down to like honey graham crackers. But this is actually shortbread. So in Wally World, otherwise known as Walmart, they have the baking aisle, they have pre-made pie crust. Have you guys seen those where it's like either graham cracker crust or it's an Oreo crust or it's a shortbread crust? So I really love that shortbread because it looks like the beach sand on the west coast of Florida, where we go the majority of the time if we go to a beach here, which would be like Inglewood area. So it's this lighter color, it's a thinner grain, and it's bright. So brown sugar or golden brown sugar or graham crackers would not work for the Inglewood beach area. I mean, you obviously can use them, but it won't look as close to the sand there. Now, if you go north a little bit and you hit the Sarasota beach, that sand is like powdered sugar with a pink tint. It's I think it's the only place in the world that has that kind of sand, and it's something about that area. So that's about an hour further north from the beaches I showed you at Boca and Inglewood. And by the way, if you watch those videos, the fish that run, it's the point at Boca that you can't get in the water when it's happening because there's a lot of sharks, not the state park at Inglewood. I had to do a little research when I was looking up the fish, and it's tarpon. It's tarpon that runs. So during that season, when all the boats are coming and they're trying to attract all those fish and catch the big guys, that's off the tip of Boca Grande, which is gorgeous. That was the last video I shot with the turquoise water. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's just so pretty. Let's see. So this is one of those pie crusts, Angie. I put it in a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, tip the pie crust out, and then I just work it like this in that bag. Now, a little further up doing like the Sarasota type beach, I would just use my sugar cookie. My sugar cookie I make, like these kind of cookies, it's a little bit lighter than this even. I would just grate these like the base that we use to make edible moss most of the time, right? And that way I could add a tiny bit of pink. Yeah, we could hop. Oh, Angie, I know. See, you guys even have black sand because somebody brought me back black sand, and somebody brought me back. Don't you have a beach that's like nothing but sea glass? So many years ago, before it was a protected area, somebody brought me back small bits of sea glass, and I thought, oh, wouldn't that be fun to do on a cookie? I mean, it's just so pretty. Hey, Becky, how are you? So this is the shortbread pie crust already made, just ground up. And I did it because it's got different crumb, right? So some of it's really fine, some of it's thicker, but it's easy for me to grab that. It's $2, throw it in the bag and crinkle the whole thing up. It's good for photos, especially in like these weathered trays and stuff. I saved some of it because obviously I'm not going to take that loose crumb back to Virginia and risk that breaking in my suitcase, but I saved some to use on our cookie tonight, and then some just to catch that photo for the video so that you would have reference. I like to do those thumbnails ahead of time. So tell me if anybody has any questions. I'm going to jump off. I think I want to keep it shorter so people will rewatch before tonight because it's been a few weeks since we've been able to do a 2 tutorial Tuesday, and I very much appreciate your patience with that. But if anybody has any questions, drop those in the comments. I'm going to stay on for a few seconds. Oh, somebody just sent a bunch of notifications. Okay. Let's see what that is. Nope, I just got my 2, so I'm good to go. Okay, so if you see this video later and you realize I shot it at 11 instead of noon, I have an appointment that we need to take care of today that's really important and part of the reason that I'm here in Florida. So I had to go on a little bit earlier, but I didn't want to miss another Tuesday with you folks. I've been missing our 2 tutorial Tuesdays, and then I'll see you tonight. I don't see any questions. The mermaid cutter I ordered from overseas, Deborah, but I'm fairly certain that there is a Lila Loa on Amazon that looks just like this. It may be a $6 or $7 cutter, but this was something I ordered from somebody in bulk last year from, I don't remember, overseas, one of the overseas companies, either Wish or AliExpress or the wholesale site, something like that. Tonight, Angie, tonight my plan is to be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if that changes, I have to go. Oh, and Priscilla's saying Amazon definitely has it. Yes, Heather, thank you. Me too. Me too. I hope it heads us in the right direction. Time zone, Angie, is Eastern Standard Time. So just if you want to compare really quickly where I am right now, it's 11:26 a.m. So I'm planning on going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. If I have to change that, I'll definitely drop a notice in the Cookie Snack Attack and I'll send out a group text. But my plan is to go at 7, as long as you guys can handle that the light may be a little bit off because I won't have the sunlight coming in. So my small travel size, I have a 10-inch. Yeah, no, an 8-inch. I have a small 8-inch tabletop LED light with me that's basically lighting up the whole workspace once the sunlight is gone. So as long as you guys are okay with it potentially being a little dimmer than normal tonight, I mean, you'll definitely be able to see it. And I'll have the light as close as possible, but it may be a little dimmer than normal than what we've upgraded to. We've made it so nice now that when they're not exactly what we're thinking they should be, we're like, oh, why is that messed up? Right? I know I am. My OCD kicks in. Even right now, you see that? You see my work area? How something twisted and I had that line I didn't realize till just now. All right, so hopefully I'll see you guys tonight. Please share the video and invite your friends. Invite them to Cookie Snack Attack. And I appreciate you guys very much. I hope everyone had a wonderful, happy, healthy, and safe Memorial Day weekend. All right, catch up with you guys later. Bye.